Jeff McDaniel from FastFit bringing you this month's Workout Automator program featuring Workout A Thunder and Lightning. Thunder and Lightning uses a special style called complex training in which we pair up a high-tension, heavy-loaded strength exercise done at very slow, controlled speed and tempo paired with a fast, explosive power movement for the same muscle group or movement category. For example, a kettlebell goblet squat done at a 5-second rep tempo paired with an explosive TRX jump squat. What this does, using a strength exercise prior to a power exercise, has been shown to cause greater power output, greater force production, and activates the nervous system so that we actually have a natural performance enhancing boost to your workout and will jack up your metabolism. Let's get ready. All right, in station one, we've got the kettlebell 2-arm front squat for our strength exercise paired up with the kettlebell sumo deadlift jump for our power exercise. Let's start with the strength movement. 5-second rep, that means 3 second down, 1 second pause at the bottom, explode up. In level 1, body weight only, chest out, eyes up, weight on the heels. I'm going to sink the hips down and back in a 3-second tempo. 1, 2, 3, pause at the bottom and explode back up. That's my rep. I'm going to perform this for 30 seconds. Breathe, pause at the bottom, explode. To make this harder, I add load to it with the kettlebell. Grab it by its horns. I'm going to keep it close to the chest right here in this goblet situation. Again, 1001, 1002, 1003. Pause at the bottom, explode back up. Don't sacrifice form. If you can't get hip crease below knee crease, you must put down the weight and do body weight until you can get that. I make this simply harder by adding a second kettlebell. We're going to clean it. Chest up, eyes up, get into that tight rack position. Handles are going to be close together. I'm loaded, and by performing this front-loaded squat, it puts more emphasis on my core, so it becomes much more of a total body move. 3 seconds, 1001, 1002, 1003, explode. Lots of emphasis on the shoulder. 3 seconds, pause at the bottom, explode up. Perform that for 30 seconds, then stop. 30-second break gives us a chance to catch our breath, move into our power exercise that we're going to do for 15 seconds. So take your kettlebell. 3 levels of progression. First, I'm going to go unloaded body weight first. Eyes up, weight on the heels, push back, unloaded here, and I can pick that tempo up for the 15 seconds. Really smoking it. So even if you can't leave the ground because of ankle, feet, or knee issues, I can simply do speed progression to intensify the movement. From there, I can do fast reps here for this power part. Eyes up, weight on the heels, explode, make it harder by adding the jump. Ooh! All right, in station 2, we are pairing up the dumbbell overhead press for our strength movement with the band speed press for our power movement. First off, if you've got shoulder issues, clicking, pain in the joint that prohibits you from doing overhead pressing movements, you can simply substitute with a push-up. More of a horizontal push will take pressure off the shoulder girdle and allow you to get the same pressing movement, but just from a horizontal standpoint, which is easier on the shoulders. Otherwise, start here, grab your bells. We're doing a 5-second rep right here. So right off the bat, rack position. I want to get that crunched ab position, brace the core, squeeze the glutes. I'm going to start at the top, and when it says go, 3 seconds down into that rack position, pause at the bottom, explode back up. I want to finish with my biceps by the ear. Pause, explode, no hyperextension of the lower back. Control down, brace it, extend the hips, explode back up. I'm going to do this for 30 seconds. I can increase or decrease my weight as needed. If you're doing a push-up, it's the same style of tempo. 3-second lowering into the push-up, 1 second pause to the bottom, explode back up. If you're doing the push-up variation, 30 seconds of that for our strength movement. Then 30 seconds off. We then move into band speed presses. So orange band to red band to black band is my progressions for this. I'm going to start in on my knees, brace core position, hook in with the thumbs, 15 seconds, Fast reps, explosive. I just taxed my shoulders and front of my body here with the overhead presses. Now they're smoked, but they're primed and ready to do some power movement. So here, explode. Should be able to lock in with the abs. I can pick up the tempo. I can make it harder simply by going to a black band to create more resistance. But that will build power, output, and explosive muscles in those shoulders. Get active. All right, station 3, we've got 2 of my favorite moves. The TRX low rows for our strength exercise done at a slow tempo, paired with med ball slams or wood chop for your power exercise. 2 great movements. Let's start right here. First, mid-length position on the TRX. I'm going to come first, higher angle. When it says start, I want to be up in this row position. Shoulders down and back. Do not flex the wrist. Do not shrug the shoulders. 45-degree angle to start. 3-second lowering. 1001, 1002, 1003. Brief pause. Explode back up. I should only get in about 6 reps during this 30-second period. Pause, explode. If I'm getting more than 6 reps, I'm going too fast and not controlling the movement down. I make it harder by coming down here. Again, start from the top. 3 seconds down. Brief pause. Again, don't shrug. Don't flex the wrist. Initiate with the shoulder blades and pull the shoulders down and back. Most difficult is to straighten out my legs from a stability progression. This puts more loading on the upper body. Start at the top, 3 seconds down, 1 second pause, explode, stop, 30 seconds. Then I go into med ball slams. Got the Dynamex ball, which is the easiest. I'm gonna show a medicine ball here as my first off. From a bounce standpoint, a little bit easier to start with the wood chop, but once you get the wood chop down, you can initiate the bouncing part of it. So I start here, tall at the top. My motion is here, chop down. So I'm going to hinge at the hips, keep the chest out. Do not round the back. Do not come up on your toes. Stay locked in nice and tight. Chop down, dropping those hips, drop the hips, drop the hips. I can make it a little bit more dynamic by slamming it, catch at the bottom, not at the top, and from there just my tempo is going to control how much force output I produce right there. Dynamex ball, a little bit easier to slam, doesn't bounce. Here, drop it, but I can create a little bit more force output. Again, a total body power move to really jack up that metabolism. Get out there.